It is the 30th of July, 2020, and I may try to wrap things up as far as the imagery, folders, videos, and all that today, and then whatever's on today I may put in the Tommy and the chest imagery, anything else, put in tomorrow. But I want to document this bizarre. Oh, I call it India China Light with my colorful imagery. But when it disappears, where it disappears, is when you pick up your phone and you try to call me. They're worried enough about the crimes to alter phone records to cover them up. So get that on video. As terrorist FBI Ray being the devil with America's lifelines, the world's health. Can't reach them, you can't treat them. 424-229-4140, that's my number. Just 1-911 Flight 93 check call in a dozen years, no mail. About any of my imagery in that time, and a lot of it like the Osama rumor, videos and imagery would rate comment. That points to the disinformation campaign of the millennia, perhaps. But I'm going to talk about my pain medicine that's not here. So I'm going to show you this month's imagery. 330 something, I want to say. As I tell you about, my Percocet that Dr. Jackson prescribed, they sent in the mail, and it's been a while. Well, that's the devil hatred of Dad with that misspelled alteration. But the doctor mailed me a prescription, and I had it sent to the pharmacy with folks on site. Now the odd part about that is they came to pick up my clothes, nice folks, to do the laundry, and I handed the man the prescription. And he looked a whole lot shorter. I don't know, maybe my past worker has 2 sons or many. But this one in particular looked like the eldest Elias brother. I mean, almost ditto. And yes, I noticed his likeness when they opened up that Target, neighborhood Target across the street long before the coronavirus. I saw him, the likeness. If you know my fun fiction about streets, unseen business, that kind of thing, I talk about gene pools and all that kind of stuff, and the man across the street, as well as the man who took the prescription, he looked just like the oldest Elias brother from Monroe, Louisiana. Twin Cities, West Monroe and Monroe. You have to excuse me, I'm a handsome bald guy. I have trouble doing 2 things at once, and I'm holding the camera and trying to put this together. Just me rambling, trying to get the point out. Oh, just mute and enjoy, if you want. But yeah, he was like a manager or something, as that store just opened up. And the man who was looking at his phone as I opened the door to have, give them the clothes on my older wheelchair, he was looking at his phone, and it struck me that he looks just like the Eliases. I saw a Greg Elias. he's a little closer to my age. Someone that looked just like him. At the Weingart Center, second time through, I shouldn't have had to be at the Weingart Center, Skid Row, Los Angeles, because as you can see, I designed beautiful imagery. I should be making money doing that as much as I can, because I don't know if you know my colorful Chinese references in my colorful Fun Street Unseen Business stuff. I don't know when they're going to show up. Has it ended? I've got it on loop. When they're going to show up with that big mallet or kitchen sink. Oh, they're back again. Let me try to get this one in. There I go. Remember, make that video for Mary's children and 9/11 children of today. Doesn't matter what I say, it's easy for you to document. Your hijack called to me. They're worried enough about the crimes to alter phone records to cover them up. Get it on video. Now let me try and finish. I don't know when it's looping back over once again. I'm a handsome bald guy. But, oh, that's Chinese hatred over there. It's a square crop and that showed up. Anyway, the guy showed up. I handed him the prescription and the clothes. He had Mirza's granddaughters, I want to say. And the prescription, Mirza is a nice pass worker who goes to get my prescriptions now that we all have to put on hazmat gear to go out. But yes, she got all the prescriptions, but they didn't have that. And I called later on, because obviously you have to drop the prescription off and then pick it up again, or wait and get it filled. But I called and they didn't have the prescription. So that's odd as anything to me. But it seems odd. When you see, oh, they're easy. They got Elias Properties, Monroe, Louisiana. The Woodwind, I believe, on 165 at the highway. And the Shangri-La in West Monroe, and then some apartments further on out west in West Monroe, Louisiana again. But you try to call me with them on speakerphone or in person, and all of those Catholics I went to school with. Time, date, number, died, whatever you get when you don't get me. What do you know about this? Why should you do that? Because lots of folks are involved in that disinformation campaign. And they can't say I didn't know anything about that. That looks familiar. So I'm going to take it in the kitchen and wrap this up. Yeah, I like my pain medicine, but it's not here. And right there, the other side of that door opened up, and there was Steve. I want to say Steve, but I'm not certain. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see. Oh, I have to fix this one up. It's the tape's kind of been Chinese. Worked on the front here, and it's as far as I've gotten. I'm one handsome bald guy working alone. Give me my disciples. And remember, oh, that is Catholic California Governor Newsom's big fight there. Right next to that handsome bald guy. I'm hungry there. I'm rolling around Beacon Avenue to get me some food because they weren't feeding me at the convalescent hospital from hell, Jameson, Wood, and Burlington, where the convalescent hospital from hell is. And yes, I got bad treatment from these folks because I've been telling the truth about America's hijacked lifelines. Ring the phones off their hooks, and don't forget, Trump's coronavirus re-election campaign. You can't reach them, you can't treat them. Try to call me in front of every one of these and their people. And as when else your family's lifeline won't be allowed to work because they're placing Trump in office instead of looking out for America's and the world's health. Time, date, number, doubt, all of these 4x6s can be sized up for posters if you want. 8x10s for sure. Put them in a binder. Take them to the next ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN photo op and ask, when else is your phone not going to be allowed to work? Because the danger is, folks, in the way of our lifelines and our health. Time, date, number, dial. And yeah, it's always, doctors can't talk about the eyes growing anew. And yeah, I should have had it, well, I couldn't have it on reverse camera. Look for the Stigmata Eyes folder on my OneDrive. Follow Daffodilly or the Wix site, the link to the OneDrive, and you'll find 31,000 plus graphic art photos, including a whole lot of 93 check imagery that you can size up for 8x10s, nice binder art to take to photos ops. Past 3 Catholic governors of California, all of those FBI terrorists who are being organized crime instead of, it's hot. I'm not giving the ladies a thrill. I'm just rolling around in my apartment, immaculate apartment. Where was I? Oh yeah. Size these up. The 93 check images you like, bounce them worldwide on the Immaculate Network and have everybody holding up those big fives at a photo op. Get that truth out. Oh, these two are from Monroe, Louisiana. Doctor and transcriptionist. Make that video, post that video. I'm going to wrap it up. I don't know how much space I've got left. But yes, all generals, all admirals, Scott Swift, the Pacific Fleet Commander, is that what I want to say? Commander. Try to call me with them on speakerphone. Ask, when else will your family's lifeline not be allowed to work? Post whatever you get when you don't get me in front of dangerous Catholic doctors and FBI terrorists, Christopher Wray on down.